The MPs are also pushing for NSFAF branches to be opened in all the country's 14 regions to make services more accessible. SWAPO Party MP John Likando stressed the need for better support for Namibian students, reminding the nation of the late founding president's vision of education inclusivity. Likando supports the move to reintegrate NSFAF into the ministry, arguing that the current system has excluded many students from financial assistance. UDF's Sebastian Kops flagged issues about students struggling to afford their education. He highlighted that many students turn to constituency offices for help, often relying on leftover development funds to pay registration fees. However, he warned that students often drop out when they cannot cover additional costs. Kops also called for NSFAF to clearly define its role, whether it functions as a grant or a loan fund. He noted that some graduates still face financial struggles after completing their studies, unsure if they are expected to repay the money. LPM MP Harald Kambrude supported the idea of NSFAF branches in all regions, saying this would align with Namibia's Decentralization Act. He expressed cautious excitement about the changes, adding that the bill should also consider transferring the fund's management to the Ministry of Finance.
We as government must finance NSFAF. We must finance NSFAF. NSFAF must not rely on the interest that they make on the repayment of loans, no.
Kambrude questioned why Namibian students who will ultimately contribute to the country's development should have to pay back NSFAF funding. SWAPO Party MP Andrea Samunjindi criticized NSFAF for spending too much on staff salaries instead of directly supporting students. He believes that after these reforms, all students should be funded regardless of their parents' income.
Children who are having parents that are in 500,000 per annum, they should be funded. More the parents, they have got problems, they don't talk to each other. Do you expect this parent to support these children? At the end of the day, who suffer is not the parents, it's the children.
He suggested that sectors such as fishing and mining contribute annually to the fund to make free tertiary education possible. LPM's Paul Isaac focused attention to the need to improve digital application processes, especially for students in rural areas. He also urged NSFAF to address concerns about tribal favoritism in staff recruitment, calling for fair representation. Other MPs also contributed to the bill.
We are not guaranteed that we will step in the office the next month. And at least there must be a grace period for the amendments must make provision for grace period for these kids and also to recover from what they are going through.
As we take these decisions of this nature, of taking back the NSFAF from being a jurisdiction person to department under the Ministry of Higher Education, let us ensure that we do not leave anyone behind.
The Namibia Financial Assistance Fund Amendment Bill is hereby officially passed without amendment.
Martha Mwafangeo, NBC News, Parliament.